In this video, I'm going to be showing you my scalping session. We're looking at S&P 500 M&A futures. The ES is in a slight bullish bias. I can see as a price action trader, series of high highs and high lows. But as of right now, I don't have no confirmed wide channel that would give me confidence in this structure. So I'm taking it a little bit easy. I'm going to wait for a little bit more price action. This is what you have to do as a trader. Wait for price action, wait for confirmation, so you know exactly what you're trading. Because right now you have two legs up. There was overshoot that created push above EMA, so structure is still developing. Alright traders, there was a massive spike in volatility. You can see massive spike down followed by massive spike up. This generally distorts price action, so I'm not really trading for a few minutes once this happens. Right now I have a breaking new high, but I'm going to wait a little bit to see what is the next structure, because spikes like these, they will distort the current price action, and you need to give it some time for price action to go back to normal and to establish a confirmed pattern. Alright traders, I was looking to go short on the second entry short. The downtrend needs new low. Uptrend played out, but the signal bar ended quite weak, so I didn't drop the limit order. It's very close. The risk is 3 points, not as big, but the signal bar you can see quite weak. Downtrend is new low. It's a decent second entry short, new low first entry short, second entry short. But I waited here. It looks like the limit order would not be filled anyway, so no problem. Okay, it's a shame. With better bar, this is a great trade. Everything aligned. Alright traders, uptrend played out. We are near the top of the trend range where you expect sellers to step in. So right now I'm looking for failed second entry long below EMA. Uptrend played out and we are in a trend range. Alright traders, I attempted to get fill on the limit order here, but the scalp was already reached. This setup happened super fast. There was no way for me to catch it, unfortunately, so I had to cancel the order because scalp was made. Alright, I'm resuming the video because I'm gonna enter double trap. We have a new high first entry long, second entry long that is far from the EMA. I'm looking for a new high of this uptrend because this downtrend had overshoot, which generated reversal, was completely retraced. We are near the highs of the range, which is not ideal. This is why I'm gonna use limit order, and the bar is quite big. I want to have room to scalp before reaching the new high. Therefore, deep limit order. But we are at the EMA. It's a double trap. Correction played out with a break new low. We need new high, so let's see if we can get pullback with the limit order or not. Alright traders, I came back from my break. As you can see, the uptrend is slowly but surely evolving into a spike in the channel pattern. This is why I'm drawing the secondary channel. We have a two-legged pullback, but it's an inside bar with a weak close at the top. So I'm not gonna go long above this bar, but if I'm gonna get a hollow confirmation trade, that would be interesting. Other than that, slow methodical price action. Nothing much happened before I took break, just breaking new high. And now we have some secondary channel. But traders, I'm trying to take hollow confirmation trade. Okay, I'm gonna place the order one tick above the bar because I don't want to miss it this time. We have a nice confluence of multiple key entry points. You can see how strong this channel is, confirmed so many times alongside with the EMA, combined with this key level. So we have three key entry points in one. Market corrected to these key entry points, which is where you expect the new push phase to start. We just need to get filled. Come on, let a stronger pullback. Alright traders, I took the failed second short since I didn't get filled on the high low. Okay, we got the scalp instantly. So I'm gonna place the stop loss to break even. We got 8 ticks, 2 points on the 8 contracts. So this high low is a better trade, more key entry points, but I didn't get filled. It already made the scalp. Then we had a failed second entry short, basically bouncing off the key level again and the EMA. You can see the trend line is confirmed so many times. This is exactly where you want to be buying. So great trades to finish the day with, just in time before it's too late. So I'm not going to be too greedy with the run. I'm just going to take what it'll give me and I'll wrap it up. Right, cheers, I'm going to wrap it up with my one trade. So this is the overall structure for today. We started with a little bit unclear price action where it's not easy to identify what exactly is the pattern. We have two legs up measured move. We have overshoot for this downtrend, so we can expect stronger push up. And then it takes time for new structure to be established, so you have to be really patient at the beginning. We started really slow and choppy. Then you finally have some confirmed downtrend where you can start to look for second entry short. You have a second entry short here, but this signal bar is inside bar, so you can't take the inside bar right here. Then you need lower high below EMA. You have a lower high above the exponential moving, however, so you need felt second entry long below EMA to test the new low. Then you have this massive spike in volatility, which really distorted the price action, spike down, spike up. We end up having a nice high probability setup right here, but this is 9 points. It's after this volatile spike, so we cannot really take it. There's not even trigger, but context-wise, this is okay trade. It's a felt second entry short combined with the second entry long, two setups in one. Uptrend is new high, but you can't take it. It's too big, didn't trigger properly. Then, because you're in a trend range, it's better to expect breaking new high and trends to be short-lasting to pivot quickly. This is common behavior in trend ranges. You don't argue with trends. Okay, you expect trends to have a new extreme and then pivot. So expect trends to be short-term in the trend range like this. New downtrend, second entry short, as I talked about, would be nice with stronger bar. It's a little bit more aggressive. Work for scalp, breaking new low. Uptrend working high, you have a break, push to new high. Okay. Then you have a great short actually below EMA. You're coming off range highs, uptrend played out. You're in a trend range, really strong signal bar. Look at it at the top indicating momentum. But it was very, very hard to get filled. Also, because it looked very bullish. So once the bar was forming all the way up here, I thought, okay, we're not going to get nothing below the EMA. But last second, it dropped down. So you need to be quick to react. And once I reacted, dropped the limit order, it was already halfway down. So very hard trade to take watching this real time. I was expecting initially a new low, but once again, adapt with the overshoot. Retracement is too deep. No new low is expected. You have to play the new high now because in trend ranges, this is the recent structure. You have a decent double trap. You have a break new low, but market keeps working higher. You have another second inch long here, which after breaking new high, you have no reversal, no correction, another push up. So you're getting signs of trend continuation. But you had to be more advanced to identify this spike and channel pattern, okay? Because at the end of the day, you still have a break in your high and a second leg up. Okay, you already need to be playing this wider channel. If you have a confirmation here of the channel, okay, you can go long. It's also quite big, 5.5 points, so you need to use limit order. But without the channel, I would not take it. If you have the channel, if you're more advanced and you understand, okay, there are signs of trend continuation, I can read the market geometry well, you can take the second entry long. This would be great trade, almost repeat pattern to what we had yesterday. We had a nice second entry long. I remember I took it. So great second entry long yesterday, but this time it's an inside bar, quite weak one. If this wasn't an inside bar, honestly, I would go long even with this bar. Let's say there's one little tick working lower here. Even with the doji like this, with few ticks bullish body, it's a good trade because two legs are broad, break new low, and you're at two key entry points. The more key entry points you have, the stronger the setup is, the stronger the context is. First entry long. This is really great great high low. Three key entry points, tiny risk. This is the trade of the day when it comes to, where everything aligned. This felt second entry short more aggressive because at this point it's gonna roll over soon. So I took a little bit more aggressive trade, work for a scalp. And then you have a nice felt second entry short to test the new high of the channel, following the channel rule, but it's too late. So I'm not even gonna mark it. You cannot take a trade this late. So yeah, decent price action basically after this volatile spike. Okay, so you saw me reading this real time. It's doable. You can definitely spot these channels, spot these trades, take these trades. I would have much more trades today if I get filled on more of these. Unfortunately, didn't get filled a lot of those, just one of those days. But what's important is not to force trades when the market is in this area slow and choppy, or maybe here, especially if it's a range like this. It takes time for some structure to be established. So as a trader, it's very important to protect your capital when your trend is not confirmed, you're not sure. And once you're starting to get hint that, okay, there's something confirmed, I know what's happening, I know what to expect, this is where you pounce and you have to take those trades, okay? So this is part of trading. You will learn this with time, you will get better with time. When you're starting out, of course, harder to do, but with more experience, it's going to be easier and easier. It's a skill like anything else, it takes screen time, takes a lot of work, it's a real skill. Weak traders, they will give up, and if you persevere, you will be rewarded. So I hope you had a good trading. I'm going to wrap it up and I'm going to talk to you next time. Good luck your trading.